You got your diffuser on tonight. Yay! We are here, up and running. So good evening. How are you, Tiffie?
Not bad. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's been a nice, slow, relaxing day here. So how about yourself?
Nice. Well, I went to a friend's place today. This is a little bit interesting. I went to a friend's place today and helped her set up something called a spooky 2. Have you heard of a spooky 2?
No.
It is. That's a funny name. Um, it's a frequency machine. It's a rife frequency machine. So pretty exciting. So I've we had a bit of fun. I kind of still got to wrap my head around. There was a couple of things, a few things about it that we still not quite sure of. So that'll be interesting. So we're all about frequencies, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And this is just another way to support your healthy body with frequencies, and it's going to be interesting. So there was two, like there was a receiver, a sender, and a receiver, and they're scalar waves. So I don't know a lot about scalar waves, but they're healing frequencies. So you can use this machine, and you've got this sender and a receiver, and you have to lie or sit inside these two little box things, and they send really beautiful frequencies to support you. So that's going to be interesting when we get that together.
How fascinating. I can't wait to hear more about it.
Yeah. So, we have a Hilda Clark zapper. It's called a zapper, if you haven't heard of one of those. And they you hold them in your hand. It's supposed to, kill the parasites and do all sorts of interesting things too. So if ever energetically we feel low or something like that, we will grab hold of this zapper and sit with that, and it emits a frequency. Now, we always talk about frequencies, and that's why we love our oils, because frequency comes into it very much. And so anyway, that was a bit exciting. So I kind of, and then we went out for lunch, so it was nice.
Lovely.
So who have we got here in the house? Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, Holly, Kerry, Janine, and Miss Dahl. I don't know what your first name is, JD. Hi, Holly from Tasmania, Janine, Brody, Kay O'Brien, Mama G, Carolyn. And is the zapper for your chakras? That's a good question. The zapper it's for all of your body. So they actually say that we use the zapper for parasites. So we all are exposed to parasites. We can get them in our food. There's lots of ways that parasites get into our body. Lots of ways, and I'm not going to list them all now. But what we need to do, what you can do with the frequency, is use the Hilda Clark zapper, and they actually, zap they actually kill the parasites. And with the Hilda Clark one, I think there are sort of 3 cycles. You hold it for 7 minutes, and you take it off for 20. You do that 3 times, and then a few weeks later, you use it again, because there might be eggs that have still hatched or something like that. So, there are lots of different ways we can deal with parasites, and that is one way, and definitely something I used a lot more before I found these beautiful oils. So I'm right into treating myself naturally as much as possible, and keeping my energy, my vibrations high, and making sure that I'm supporting my healthy body. So in the comments, all you lovely people joining, would you let us know, what do you do? Do you like a healthy lifestyle? And my silly things going on and off again. What do you do? Are you into health and well-being? Are you into organics? Because tonight we are talking about ways to keep our vibrations high, so that emotionally, spiritually, and physically we are upbeat. So, hey, Jason and Laura. Thanks, Laura, for appreciating this information. A Healy, yes, I've got a Healy, but the trouble with a Healy is I don't know, they don't always connect. I've got the blue and the pink, and sometimes they don't work. They're another little frequency machine, and I actually believe we are moving into times where we're going to learn more about frequencies. And to me, it is I have to choose my words. It is wellness in our current times. And when I was at school, we were taught that something solid like this little phone stand is really solid. It's just stagnant, and it doesn't change. Yet what we now know is that we are all made of frequencies, and everything has a different frequency. So this would have a different frequency to my cards, or a different frequency to and we know that all our oils have different frequencies as well. So, and this is why I love oils, because I'm so into frequencies. And people might say, well, what do you mean by frequency? Well, it's energy, and
it's like on a vibrational level. This is literally like when we say keep your vibes high, it is literally like vibrations, frequencies. Everything is like atoms and cells held together by a vibration, and it's absolutely incredible how you can affect these things around you, especially when they're within the body and your environment.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Now we've got some people here talking about using oils and healers. Thanks for all your input. Hey, Danny Lee, you're from Hobart. I'm from Sisters Beach up on the northwest coast. So welcome. It is great to have somebody else from Tasmania, along with the beautiful Holly Burling, who loves to tune in. Hey, Maria, nice to see you here. And Oni and Jason, Universe. Yes, one song, one vibration, one frequency. And as we know, we are all part of, like, as a whole, or as a collective global community, we are interacting in a symphony. And it's kind of an interesting thing to get our head around. We are all energetically in kind of a vortex together. And as we Jason, awesome. And as we raise our vibrations, so that I believe that's got to come from within each and every one of us. And as I raise my vibrations, that helps me to cope with life. It helps me to deal with whatever's going on in my life. And hopefully that ripple then moves on to other people around me. So I don't know about Tim Tams, Jason. I actually gave them up years ago. I know I used to be a bit of a soft touch for Tim Tams, but, I don't know whether they would raise your frequency. I guess if they're bringing joy to your heart, they would. So, yes.
I do love a good chewy caramel Tim Tams lamb myself.
Don't you worry. I've had my days where Tim Tams were fantastic. True, well said, Kay. Fantastic. Oh, go on, spoil yourself. Well, I'd rather spoil myself with a beautiful oil. I'm going to get out some release on that note. And I where's my frequency? I actually have a chart that sometimes I hold up, and when I'm talking about frequencies with people, here's a big one. And we talked about it the other day, didn't we? Here is this great big beautiful chart, because it seems like there's a few people who are interested in frequencies. So think about music. When you play music, high notes have a high frequency and low notes have a low frequency. And this is an amazing chart here. Oh, I haven't got the one about the oil part that's cut off, this one. So our oils from Young Living have been tested by a beautiful machine that tests their frequencies. And we often talk about our frequencies. Emotions have frequencies. All our bodies have frequencies. Now, this is a huge chart here. So this is just a spontaneous lesson for you all. So this chart here talks about frequencies. It talks about the notes, the musical notes, and it shows us our chakras. So let's look here. This one is our base chakra. It's about the earth and survival. It's red. It's about action. And the note here is a C. So if you know anything about hertz, it's 262 hertz. So, and if we are low in those frequencies, or we want to support our base chakra, you could choose oils like cardamom, carrot seed, cedarwood, fennel, frankincense, myrrh, nutmeg, onycha, patchouli, peppermint, or vetiver. Or you could choose black pepper, camphor, clove, ginger, jasmine, rosemary, or sandalwood. So this is a whole topic, and so much to learn about frequencies. Now, I love sound frequencies, so I've got my beautiful chimes here, and they will be a high note, a high vibration, and then I've got my bowl, which I put my little thing down. Here it is. So this is a lower note, and that is a beautiful frequency as well. Now, we know if we are singing songs or playing music, it can raise our vibrations, and or sitting in the sun can raise our vibrations, or going for a walk on the beach. Anything that gives us that boost is what we're talking about when we talk about vibrations. So Danny's talking about her oils that she loves, and her chimes, fantastic. And hello, Stephanie. So tell us in the comments, what are your vibrations like today? Do they feel high? Do they feel low?
Give us a number even. Let's do the 1 to 10 scale. That makes it easy.
Okay.
Where, one being low and 10 being fabulous. Couldn't get any better.
Yes. Give us some.
What's your number?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an 8.
That's good. Yeah, I reckon I'm about a 9. Last night I was a 9, and I wasn't a 9, that's for sure.
So once I get some more sleep, hopefully I can get up there too.
Yes, yeah, that's right. You've got kids that wouldn't let you get enough sleep, haven't you? Those little kids that wear you out, and like who's a frazzled mother or father or carer, and our frequencies, go, oh my gosh, how are we going to cope? So, okay, JD Dale, you are low today. That's no good. Let's hope that by the time you spend with us tonight, our aim is to help you raise your vibrations or your frequency. That's how we roll, and that's why we love these beautiful oils. So tonight we're talking about Young Living oils, and that's because they're organic, they're sustainably sourced. We have lots of farms all around the world, and our oils are sourced from our farms, or sourced from suppliers that adhere to what we call our seed to seal requirements. So we're not talking about any oils that you can just grab your hands on. So I'm not quite sure how many of you might be aware of the fact that you can go and get an oil from a shop and it can have 100% pure on the label, but that only means it's got a little bit of, hopefully it's got a little bit of 100% pure, and the rest could be synthetically derived. It could be, and the oil, even the 100% of oil, could be adulterated as well. So Young Living's oils have the most beautiful vibration and the beautiful frequency. So Danny Lee, my crystals help with your vibrations as well as your oils. Absolutely. Anna will be a 10. Good on you, Danny. I love that. She's going to meditate and open your chakras. So let's see who's got an intention. Now, the other thing we talk about when we use oils is making sure that you use oils with an intention. Now, oils actually have an intelligence. And so when we use them with intention, they actually amplify our intention, and they work, what would I say, work synergistically with our mind, with our body, with our emotions, so that it is a really, really beautiful way to support ourselves. And if you're interested in organics and being natural and making sure things are in harmony with your body, that's the oils we're talking about tonight. So what I want you people to do, there's a few people come in, usually Tiffie and I talk for a little while and sort of set the tone of the evening. And what I want you to do, if you would like some good, inspiration and insight, give us a intention on what you would like tonight. And what happens with us is I choose the names, I write them down, I become the secretary for a while, and Tiffie will give somebody a reading, and then what I will do is I will reach out for my oil cards, and we will let you know which oils are going to be supportive for you, so you can raise your vibrations, and so you can live with passion and purpose, and to get on with life, so that you are actually experiencing the best version of you possible. So if this sounds like you, let's know if you'd like some inspiration. Now we have got, would love a reading, please, Tiff. Janine Brody. Do you know Janine?
No, I'm not sure. Let's get to know her, though.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see what we've got for you, Janine Brody. And we also, somebody else had, oh, thanks, Belinda. You're always giving us nice compliments. Let's know if you'd like a reading, Janine. So JD Dahl, you want something positive, outcome and purpose. Oh, for your day tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow? So we have a public holiday here tomorrow. I just found out today. So we've got Janine Brody first, and Belinda James. I suppose acceptance means yes, you'd like some good inspiration on acceptance. And Danny Lee, moving house, so I'd like some inspiration on how to deal with my anxiety and feeling overwhelmed. Okay. You just let me know when you are ready, Tiff, because I haven't got my eye on you. Love some guidance, acceptance.
No problem. I'm ready, yep.
Janine Brody.
Janine. Lovely. I've gotten here that perhaps there's a few road bumps or unforeseen things that have maybe thrown you a little bit on your journey, and that's okay. It happens to everybody. It doesn't mean you're not making progress, though, and it doesn't mean that you're not actually, moving towards success. Just make sure that along the way that you aren't picking up things or accidentally committing into situations that aren't serving your higher purpose. You've got a lot of positive energy behind you, pushing you towards grasping those things in front of you. Just keep at it and keep those positive vibrations high. Don't let that negative in. Just shut it out. And it's not a selfish thing to do. It's a necessary thing to do.
Absolutely. Now I was just scrolling back here. So what you need to do is just keep letting us know. If I haven't called your name out, let us know if you would like a reading, because the comments are coming through pretty thick and fast. Okay. I'm ready just to quit your job. Ooh. All right, let's see what we've got for Janine. And so let's see what we have here. And it sounds like the rain has stopped. It just started to rain late in the day. So for Janine, we have motivation. So what's happening, Janine? Have you lost your mojo? Have you lost your the joy in what you're doing? Is stress overriding things for you? And are you procrastinating on this? So I'm going to just put your name up here so we keep on track. Facebook case. Oh, what's going on here? Thank you so much. Trying hard to do that. Repel negativity. So motivation would be a great oil for you to, and actually that's interesting because it says eliminates procrastination and stress, brings more positivity into your life, and also helps you to conquer your fears. So I love motivation. It is a beautiful blend that Gary has created for us to help us get our mojo back together. And the other oil is basil, which is going to have basil's nice and it's uplifting and helps with your creativity, helps you to express yourself and move away from feelings of insecurity. And I love what I do, but I'm waiting on a job interview, bit nervous. Okay. Well, it's good you love what you do. I like that. So, Basil, the affirmation for you is I'm secure and self expressive. So, what I want you to do is take some really good deep breaths and get yourself grounded, get your feet on the ground, and put yourself in a bubble. Use your breath. If you've got some oils, you could use your oils. If you don't have some oils, maybe it's time you reached out and said g'day to us, and we can help you get some oils into your home so that you can keep you. To me, when you've got beautiful oils, you've got an awareness and you've got intention, it helps you to ride or glide in life so that you're less likely to go down that slide of, that slippery slope of feeling down and out. And what they do, it's like food for our soul and food for our body when you're using a beautiful oil to support your lifestyle. So Janine, I hope that helps you. And down here, we have our group on Facebook called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. So if anyone is interested in joining that, just go and type that in and request to join, and I will send you a friend request, and you can come and join our group where we talk about oils and we share our oily life. And yes, Danny, it is cold here in Tasmania. I had to put on some warmer clothes to get, and you do use oils. And I hope you know what quality oils, because it really does make a difference what kind of oils you are using. Okay, JD Dahl. What have we got for you? What intention, outcome, work, and purpose we've got for JD? You would love to join the group. You are more than welcome. So, Danny Lee. So just go and find that group. Now, if anyone wants a one-on-one, I will grab the link, or you can just find me on Facebook, send me a friend request. My email's gone from there, so that makes it a little bit awkward for you. But I'll write my email down. You can reach out that way. It's really easy to remember. And you can contact me that way. Find me on, oh no, it's just K Hamilton, no S. K at khamilton.live. So you can reach out by my email. I will grab my booking link if anyone would like some one-to-one with me, or even Tiff. We can organise a time so you can have a chat with either one of us, or both of us if you really want to. But we can help you decide what oils you might like to get hold of. And actually, we've got a bit of a special on. So anyone who joins tonight, or actually I'm even going to carry the special through to October. So anyone who creates a wholesale account with 100 points, which is a couple of $100, you can access all our beautiful oils at 24% discount. And I'm giving away a free Envision to anyone who would like to open up an account. So where are we at with JD?
JD, it's a time for you to be focusing on attracting warmth into your life. Whatever makes you feel warm and happy and bubbly. You've got beautiful healing and spiritual awareness around you in this reading here, and perhaps your life purpose might involve that. And perhaps it's time for you to be looking into ways to expand your personal skills, or ways that you could be servicing and being of service, listening to those nudges that you're getting. You've got there's one part of your life finishing at this point in time, and that can be a little bit intimidating and scaring, but there's a lot of things on your horizon. You just need to choose which way it is you want to go, and it's going to work out for you. Just do it with confidence.
Fantastic. And Jocelyn, yes, we can see your names tonight. I can see everybody's names. So last night we had a bit of a problem with you, didn't we, to get your names going?
So weird.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe because this is on a public page or something, it comes up. I'm not quite sure why. I can usually see people on Spiritual Events Directory. And hi, Vonnie. Nice to see you with us here tonight. So, telling everyone how nice Envision is. All right, so let's see what we have for you, JD. Oh, and it's Palo Santo. I've got two oils for you, actually. One is lavender. So lavender is a great oil when you're feeling a bit fragmented. And I suppose if you're looking for, quitting your job and wondering what direction is, lavender will help those feelings of being fragmented. And it's going to help you feel nurtured. And the affirmation for you there is, I caringly nourish and nurture myself. So just a beautiful oil. Now, just let me talk to you just a little bit about our lavender from Young Living. It's one of my favourite oils because I've been to their farm in France and where we grow our lavender, and our lavender's grown from seed. Most lavenders are not grown from seed, they're grown from cuttings, which means that there's going to be different attributes in the lavender oil. So you need to be looking for an oil that's grown from seed, make sure it's organic, and make sure it's not distilled too high so that the therapeutic value remains intact. And also, we're talking about vibrations before. Now, when you have an oil that's distilled properly, it is made up of lots of different vibrations that come together. And it's like an orchestra. So because we're talking frequency, we're talking vibrations. Now, if you have an orchestra and the violins aren't there, or the drums aren't, or the brass instruments aren't playing, you don't get that whole full sound. And it's a bit like the oils. When you have, if they're distilled properly, all the vibrations of that oil come together to create the right harmony, which actually works beautifully in our body to support our natural wellness. So when we're using these oils, they are bringing us back into a state of harmony. So now the other oil for you is Palo Santo. So, and the affirmation here is, I'm empowered and cleared of any negative energy I may be holding on to. So with your work and your outcome and your purpose is to make sure that you're approaching it with the right attitude and the right mindset, and making sure that it is aligned with your purpose. And if it's not aligned with your purpose, it's time for you to realign, or to, step into that new direction and, bring into your life what it is you do want, because that is so important that we're all in alignment with what our spirit wants us to do, what our soul's purpose is. And then when we are in alignment with that, we start feeling joyful. We start bringing, that true essence of ourselves in with whatever we're doing. So I hope that one is supportive for you, JD. Now, Belinda James, I love it. So point on. Fantastic. Now, I'm going, and yes, Jocelyn, I've got your name down, darling. New Zealand, we've got New Zealand in the house. So we've got Sarah Lennon. Now, give us a bit of inspiration. Next, we've got Belinda James. And I think she wanted acceptance from memory. So, yeah, just keep typing things in to help us. And Maria, nice to see you here, darling. I've been missing your presence. So, and how are things are at the moment? All right, so we've got Belinda. I'll just see if I can find Belinda's name. And Michelle Meehan, I'll put you on the list. And, Amanda Cruz. I'm pretty sure Belinda wanted something. Here we go.
So, Belinda, darling, maybe perhaps it's time for you to just take a breath. Sometimes when we're going through certain things like healing and acceptance, it does take a bit of time and quiet self-reflection. I've gotten that, there's not a lot that you can really do at the moment around you, and perhaps it's time for you to maybe surrender to the flow of your life a little bit more and just allow it to be cleansing rather than stressful. Just because things aren't going exactly how you pictured or they're not in your control doesn't mean that they're not turning out exactly how they should be or in a way that serves a purpose for you and those around you. So just take a breath, sit back, and really just start to focus on the things that really are going to impact your life and not the things that you don't really need to be spending energy on.
Okay, that sounds perfect. And the first oil that's come up for you is pine oil. So, and that's all around making sure that you feel worthy about yourself, and any of those feelings of feeling inadequate. To me, it's time for you to cut the ties with that. I believe in my own significance. So maybe there is parts of you that you need to, and the next oil is release. So it's time for you to release what no longer serves you and replace it with something that does serve you. So what is it, Belinda, that is not serving you? Maybe lack of acceptance. And maybe it's time for you to release that sense of lack. And I'm just going to use this again because I love release. It's a beautiful oil. So if there's some emotions that are keeping you stuck and held, release helps you to release all those unwanted emotions so that then you can replace it with what would you like to replace it with. And what's coming to me now is I love and approve of myself. So maybe there's a situation for you where you don't feel like you've got any movement in order to deal with it at the moment. And once you release, you accept, you release, that opens the door, to make way for what you do want in your life to come in and have that beautiful effect on you. And Bonnie, yes, Bonnie, I'll put your name down, my beautiful friend. Okay, so who we've got, that's Belinda. Now we've got Danny Lee from Hobart. Danny Lee, are you still here? Hi, Laura. We will start calling your names out, so let me know if you're still here, Danny Lee. Oh, she wanted to join the group, that sounds like a plan. You are more than welcome to join our group on Facebook. So I'll let, I've just been moving my thing and everything went too big. Okay, so Danny Lee, are you still here? And then we've, sorry, Kerry. Yes, I'll pop you in. Absolutely. Thanks for the hearts, Jocelyn. You are next. So just give Danny a minute. Maybe you could pull some out for Jocelyn, and if Danny is still here, we can we'll see. Sometimes it's hard for people to actually type in. I know I've been on my phone and on these, just what you needed. Good on you, Belinda. Jocelyn. So let's go with Jocelyn, will we? Or let's know where you're at.
Jocelyn, now is a good time for you to be moving forward with any kind of projects or ideas that you may have going on. Perhaps you feel like you owe a debt somewhere, and maybe you feel like you a bit maybe guilty about moving into the next phase of your life, and it is completely unnecessary. You are absolutely able to reap the abundance of all your hard work and not feel guilty about that. There's some beautiful things coming your ways. Take a deep breath and realize that you're worthy of beautiful things.
Oh, that's beautiful. So I've got two oils for you, and one is acceptance. So acceptance is going to soothe any emotions that are sorrowful and it's going to promote that self-trust and overcome any bad habits. So are there some things it's time for you to move on in life and move away from procrastination? So when we step into that energy of acceptance, it opens the door for us to then deal with what we need to deal with. Because until we accept a situation, we're often pushing it away, and we often close in on ourselves. And then the other oil that is coming up for you is Lang Lang. And if you've got any anger, Lang Lang will help you to become mindful of, thinking about how you mindful of your words and your thoughts, because when you lose sight of being positive and staying upbeat, because we've got, if you have got feelings of anger or frustration or something, that you don't want to let those negative emotions to take over. You really need, each and every one of us, I often talk to people and say, right, draw a line in the sand, and anyone who's watching can do this. Look, and these readings are not just necessarily for the people we're speaking with, because there's always a message that we can all gain from what what comes up and what's being presented. So as a collective, we're all here in the space in order to deal with what we need to deal with. So Lang Lang is very balancing. It's balancing the masculine and the feminine, and the receptivity and the ability to take some action. And when you bring that balance in, that flow begins to happen. Beautiful oil is Lang Lang. So Jocelyn, that was for you. Sorry, darling, I didn't put your name up there. I will just put your little flowers up there, because I was still waiting for Danny Lee to let's know that she's here. So now we have Sarah Lennon. Are you around, Sarah? Beautiful, Jocelyn. Let's hope that helped. Sarah, and then Maria. I'll just read out who I've got, because you're going to have to hang around and comment. Sarah, Maria, Michelle, Amanda, Christine, Vonnie, and Kerry. Our pleasure. Danny Lee. Yay, she is here. Beautiful. Let's go with Danny Lee then.
So Danny, I'm wondering if perhaps you're feeling a little bit frustrated in some areas of your life, whether that be perhaps maybe you're not getting enough traction, or maybe there's somebody or a past issue that you might be feeling a bit frustrated and stuck on. And if that is the case, or maybe you're frustrated with yourself, if that is the case, whoa, calm down. Things are okay. You've got lots of beautiful, like, loving energy around you. And once again, seems to be a little bit of a trend tonight. Any unforeseen things that happen on your journey in the way of your goals, like, it doesn't mean you've stopped achieving. It's just another thing for you to overcome and become stronger and more powerful. And you can handle anything that's been dished your way, or it wouldn't have been dished your way in the first place. Take some time to make sure that you're healing any old hurts, and as a result, you will receive new blessings of love and light in your life.
Beautiful. And I've got the two oils, and I'm just posting here the link to my calendar. So if anyone would like a complimentary clarity call, just go to the Calendly thing there, and you can book your time with me, and we will fine tune what's really going on and see what oils are going to work for you. So I've got geranium. So are you feeling a bit disconnected? Are you feeling like you're out of attunement or alignment, and to the rhythm of your life? And your affirmation is, I'm attuned to the rhythm of my life. Now, geranium is a beautiful oil for the highs and lows that we as women experience during our monthly cycles. It's a beautiful oil to settle those things down. Very nurturing, smells absolutely stunning. And she's got some, I sure am. So geranium is the go-to for you. And also the next part of your message is live with passion. So which eliminates emotional blocks, regains the zest for life, fosters optimistic attitude, and enjoy your destiny. So actually, that's interesting because I had pulled another oil out for you, which was Envision, and then I moved the cards. So is it time for you to get your vision? Is it time for you to realign where you're going and what you want to do in life? That would be my question for you. And Envision is definitely going to help you create that vision to, it's your favourite flower, geranium. Fantastic. Good on you. I love geranium too. And is it time for you to get clear on what gives you that passion, what lights you up inside? Because I feel like at the moment, you're as the geranium, you're disconnected from that. And so there's a few suggestions for you. Okay, who have we got next? Sarah. Sarah, are you around? Let's know. And then we've got Maria, Michelle, Meehan, Amanda Cruz. What time are we up to? Okay, so very true. So yes, as I say, reach out and let's get some oils into your home so that you can start feeling whole and complete. Now, who have we got here? Anyone's guess is, are you here, Sarah? I'll go back and see if I can find Sarah's name. Where are you, Sarah? You're way back here. Sarah, good evening. Oh, from New Zealand. She might have gone to bed because it's late in New Zealand. Yes, it is late. All right, so we can pull some cards. I'll pull some for Sarah, and then if Sarah doesn't present, we will move on to Maria. But I will pull some cards for Sarah and sit them there and give you a little bit of time to get back to us. And let's see what we've got here. We've got two for Sarah, and I will pull some for Maria because I reckon Maria will still be here. I hear it's going to be very wet in Sydney again, Maria. And when it rains and I hear about Sydney and the rain and the weather, I think of you and I in that day that we walked around and looked for somewhere to have some lunch, and the showers, the rain that kept coming and going. And I remember you saying Sydney was like that. 1 minute it's sunny and the next minute it's not. I always thought Sydney wasn't quite that unstable. Yes, the rain, absolutely. Okay, so we'll move on to Maria. And what have you got for Maria there, Tiff?
Maria, I'm getting here that perhaps it's time for you to be playing a little bit more and letting that little inner child out and giving that inner child a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of freedom, and just allowing that love and that happiness and that carefree everything to just flow out into your life and start to do things that really just make your heart smile.
Nice. And I've got two oils, and one is clary sage, which is around stagnancy and clarity. My intuition is bright and clear. So what's going on? Do you feel stagnant? Do you feel that you are, not getting anywhere? And I actually feel as if your life feels a bit heavy and treading. I just got this vision of, your feet and it's sort of hard work at the moment. And the blend that's presenting for you is Believe. So which brings in balance and stabilizes emotions, which the clary sage would too. It's a great oil for women, a great oil for that, those emotional roller coasters, and our beautiful oils blends for women most of them have clary sage in them. So if you are, experiencing the highs and lows, clary sage will help to bring some balance back into your life. So believe is about unfolding your boundless potential, believing in yourself, and believing in more possibilities. So I feel like maybe things are a bit heavy going for you at the moment and you're feeling a bit limited. So let's know if that works for you. Michelle, Amanda, Christine, Vonnie, and Kerry. So Michelle Meehan, are you here still? Oh, yes, I do feel stagnant and I want to have fun. Just don't know how yet. Yes. Thanks. Well, get those oils. Get your oils, Maria. That will certainly change your life. So thanks for that feedback. And so we're looking. So now it's up for grabs. Michelle, Amanda, Christine, Yvonne, and Kerry. Who is still here? Let's see who comments first. And Amanda, radio, you're in. You're up for it.
Amanda, stop serving any unhealthy situations or anything that you want to be saying no to. Don't be saying yes to these situations. Leave that stuff at the door. Walk into a new space where you are filling your cup so much that it can't help but overflow around you. Start to play, start to experiment, start to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Once again, that inner child perhaps needs to come out. Don't be afraid of getting dirty and really experiencing the beautiful muckiness of everything.
Oh, that's nice. And I just will acknowledge, yes, I see, Michelle, that your comment has come through. So I didn't quite see that. They both came through at the same time. So you will be definitely on the list next. And I have for the lovely Amanda, German chamomile. So are you feeling free? Are you feeling imposed upon? Do you feel free to express yourself? I let go and let be. So it's time for you to just chill out. I think TIFFIE's kind of brought all that to your notice. And envision. I allow myself to see what I need to see and renew my focus. So it's time for you to get your vision going. What are you doing in your life? What is your vision? And explore what you can do there, so that you do feel freer and not so imposed upon. Does that make sense? Let's know. So that was Amanda. Now we're going to go to Michelle and then Christine. So Christine, if you're here, please let us know. And Maria, I took note of your comment. You'll get to me when you're ready to move forward. I know that.
So, Michelle, perhaps it's time for you to be doing some reconnection with, the beautiful earth around you, and really do some grounding. Take your shoes off, get outside, and really allow that Mother Earth spirit and energy just to come flowing through your body, and get moving. If you need to dance, you need to shake. If you feel like you need to just do these random outbursts, do it. Listen to your body. Let your body thrive. And with that, you'll find stress relieving emotional strength, and you'll find people's thoughts won't matter as much, and your confidence is going to increase, and you'll be able to rapidly increase the way that you're manifesting your desires into your life.
Beautiful. So I've got Melissa, and the emotions that go with Melissa. Is there something that you're feeling resentful about? Just take notice of how if somebody does something that you feel not happy about, or is it towards yourself, feelings of resentfulness. So, Melissa's asking you to look at the gratitude, to feel grateful for what you have got. So the advice here is paradise is an attitude of the heart. So it's time for you to put a little bit of a different lens on whatever's going on in your life. When we start becoming grateful, things start falling into place. You'll You notice new things, your energy change, your vibrations attract different things into your life. And the blend that's presented for you is forgiveness. So I choose to forgive, and it's either yourself or other people, and allow myself to learn from all experiences. So we need to be mindful of what we're resentful about. And forgiveness just helps you to let go of, that tension within yourself. So hope that speaks to you. Amanda, thanks. That makes so much sense. It's always great to get some feedback. And Maria, I sent you a little star. I can send stars, but I don't actually know what happens on the other side of the stars. So that's Michelle. Now we've got Christine. Are you here, Christine? Or if not, beautiful message. Thanks, Michelle. So, yes, make sure you book a time to talk to me. Come over to our Oil Wisdom group where we like to nourish and nurture you as well. I post a lot about our beautiful company and our oils. We do a live on Wednesday night, and sometimes I do oil classes, all sorts of things. Yep, Bonnie, I've got you on the list. Will we go to you? Who's Michelle? Let's do Yvonne while I'm waiting for Christine to comment.
Those flew out at me. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yes. You're being asked here, from what I've pulled, to take some time to focus in on your personal skills and just to practice those things that you enjoy or the things that you would like to become better at. Be brave enough to be bad at something new if necessary. Do your research. Yeah, it's a scary thing. It's terrifying.
Yes.
But you got to do it. You don't make new skills without that. Jumping into that fear. But sometimes all you need is a little bit of research or a little bit of encouragement behind you. So if you need that support team, either find it or create it yourself. You've got it. And with that, you're just going to really start to really figure out what it is that you truly want. And then you're going to be able to focus on that and really start to just be the one you want to be.
There you go. And the two oils, Vonnie, have come up for you is tea tree, the Melaleuca, understanding or intolerance. So patience, tolerance, and genuine interest enhance my understanding. So that goes along with, okay, if you're going to do something, what did you say? Something bad?
Or be brave enough to be bad at something new.
Yeah, I like that. So tea tree will give you the patience, the tolerance, and the general interest in that understanding. I like how that aligns. And the blend, Vonnie, is accepting life as a surrender. So you've got to accept things as they are and surrender to one's higher purpose and allow the abundance to flow. So beautiful message for you there, Von. And I know that you would have some of those beautiful young living oils in your stash. Now, who have we got? We've got Kerry Addison. I know Kerry will be here. And Christine, if you are still here, give us a hoy and we will give you a reading. I am stepping into something new, and I'm going to be doing a podcast, a weekly hour podcast, which is
exciting,
scary and overwhelming because I've got to get all this stuff, and I'm going, now how do I do this, that, and the other thing? But one of my favorites saying is feel the fear,
do it anyway.
Yeah. Have you read that book by Susan Jeffers?
I haven't.
It's a great book. I read it, gosh, probably over 30 years ago. I have to think about how old my kids are. After my marriage broke up and I was a total mess and I had to put myself back together again, I went on this whole journey of learning. Yeah, that's it, Von. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because when we do something new, it's always scary, no matter what it is. And
half the time you're like, oh, my bad. I worked myself up.
Yeah. What did I do all that for? It wasn't so scary after all. So we really do need to. What was I talking? Did I finish that? draw a line in the sand, and you've come to here, draw a line in the sand, you step over that line, leave the past behind, and move forward with with your next adventure, whatever that may be. Okay, Kerry Addison, let's go with you because I know you will be here lurking somewhere.
Kerry, I've gotten a running theme again. I love it when this happens though. Time to connect with your inner child or the children around you and let that play out. And with that, allow your feelings to become light and be like a child. If you've got any feelings of resentment, allow it to go to the wind. A lot of the time, people are acting out of their best interests or what they think is best at the time, and sometimes that does impact you. If it impacts you so badly that you need to shut the door off to them, do that. But think about when children argue. I remember having these arguments. I had a fight with my best friend. We're never going to speak again, all these sorts of things. And then the next day, it's like nothing ever happened. So sometimes we need to take a little bit of that back into our life and realize sometimes we need the people in our lives more than we need to win.
I like that. I like that. And Kerry, you've got a blend called Gathering. And the message in this is I am balanced and supported. I have a loving community that gathers around me daily. So you need to affirm that. And Gathering is the oil I will use if I feel like I need my tribe around me or I need that support. Gathering is a great oil for that. Or if I need to gather my energy, I will reach out for Gathering. And the other oil is Vevita, and that's going to be reassuring and help you move away from any feelings where you feel threatened. My heart blossoms with quiet assurance is the message for you, Kerry. So I think we've gone through everybody on my list. So what we do now is we've got a couple of minutes left. So what I like to do is help you all have a little bit of a reset. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift the energy from that, move into our next little phase. And I've got my beautiful bowl here and my stick over here. And we just do a nice little session of just breathing in and breathing out, letting go, and set the intention about what is it that you want in your life. What is it that you want to change? And this is a little opportunity for you to visualize what is going to work for you. And I'm just going to pop in my link again in case anyone wants to grab a clarity call with me. So, so let's take a breath, breathing in deeply and letting go. And as we let go, we shake out that energy that is held in our body. We let our thoughts drift away. And let's take another breath. And with this breath, we start bringing in the cleansing, the new state to be. And bring yourself into a little vision of what you would like in your life. Call it in and let go of what's not serving you in your thoughts, in your heart. Let all of those go. And let's take another breath. A breath of renewal, a breath of solidarity, attracting what it is you want in your life. Success, passion, purpose, your tribe, whatever it is that you want to attract to yourself. And just bring yourself back into a state of peace and calm, and go forth and raise those vibrations and step into the version of you that's going to be shining and having a really great impact on life. So I hope to connect with some of you who aren't already in our oil group. look forward to seeing you in our essential oil wisdom group, and take care. Thanks for joining us tonight. Lots of love from me and Tiffie.